when you look at this thing, I mean, we are one of the minority tribes in the country, and the presidential candidate is coming from here. So that confidence must be there. So it's good for us, you know. So everybody feel like the president is coming from my region. So that is the higher confidence, you know. So everybody, next time, I don't think there will be any campaign, because the work will show. And next 4 years, no one is going to talk to anybody. Step one, everything begins from one. So I think 1, 1, 1, 1. So when you are moving, you start to the number one before number two. There's the president, the other candidates, they are far. You understand? So the number one is everybody to us. If you don't go to number one, you don't go to number two. So my candidate has number one. And number one is a number that is recognized and the best for the whole world. And that is what we have. And my parliamentary candidate, Dr. Abdul Kabiru, that is KB, that's my parliamentary candidate. He is also number one. As far as the presidential candidate is number one, is also number one. So our vote is just number one. Walewale constituency chairman, the incoming president chairman for Walewale constituency. And a lot, but one is even enough. Having the presidential candidate as our brother is enough to boast. And a lot of things has happened in the region. I mean, through him, we've gotten this regional capital. I think we have our own region now. So for that one alone is unexpected. Through him, we got it. So if he's becoming the president, I think, why not? Everything we expect to get. The grassroots, most of them, they run for the security services, you know, and that is what everybody, more than 70% of them want. And we try our best, and they could see that before, example like Walewale constituency, before, we don't have immigration or fire service here, who is coming from this town that we know that this town guy is an immigration guy. But this time around, uncountable, there are many. So the grassroots, they are so happy, and they know as a vice president, we got something like this. When he become the president, I think we can get 3 times than this. So the boys are happy. This particular region, I think, is one of those, especially this free education. You know, this free education has encouraged some of the villages, many of the villages, you understand? That one alone is enough for them. So they are very scared. Maybe if another government come and cancel it, they will have problem. So this particular thing is something very important to them. The confidence is that we never have this chance. When you look at this thing, I mean, we are one of the minority tribes in the country, and the presidential candidate is coming from here. So that confidence must be there. So it's good for us, you know. So everybody feel like the president is coming from my region. So that is the higher confidence, you know. So everybody is happy. So that one alone is, we have confidence, and there are so many things to do. There are bar rules there to concentrate on. So when he becomes the president, I think he can sort them out. You know, so that is the most confidence. We have a lot of hospital problems. I think we try our best. We sort some of them, but we couldn't complete some of them, you know. So, and again, some of the district has this agenda 111. So the people are very scared. You know, when the new government come, maybe it will be problem to continue. So they just want to do their possible best to maintain this government and bring the vice president His Excellency Dr. Mahumedu Bawumia back to the president, so that, I mean, he can complete the good for us. That's what we think. These people are the people that used to win elections, you know. So I think it's not that much, you know. Sometimes I think in my constituency, for example, in my constituency, we really don't have problem with much problem with those people. They are there, but not so many. You understand? So we make sure, I mean, sometimes myself, I go around to them and I greet them, then I tell them, maybe the vice president asked me to come and say hi to them. You understand? When you greet them and give them something in the name of the vice president, they feel good. You understand? So use this name, you don't tell them it's you. They will think maybe he was the one who is saying this, but what is he? You understand? So when you tell them, the man asks you to come and say hi to them, greet them and give them this. You understand? They feel proud and they feel recognized. You understand? So that is the problem. When you know how to handle them, I think you will not have problem. But some people wait until voting and they try to go and bring them out. It's difficult. So for my constituency, I think I don't have problem with that. They forced to call me, give me ideas, ask me to do this. At their time, they were doing this, so why don't you do it this? So, and I take their advice. So things are good. Why do I think? Why do I think? This thing, especially, I always address it and use my constituency to, I mean, to address these problems, because it doesn't look like other constituency, but I use my constituency to address these problems. You know, even believe me, some of the even NDC, the typical NDC, they love the party, but what we receive or what we are going to get, they know. I mean, for the next 100 years, I don't think this chance will be problem. You understand? So everybody is excited and feel good. Like, man, what we are going to have now is something we can expect. In this world, because presidency is something that everybody fight for, you know, and we are heading there. So they have that understanding. I mean, everybody make their mind. Without these fingers, we cannot produce the president, you know. And even with a parliamentary candidate, when you have a wedded wife, as a Muslim, you have a wedded wife without the veil, you know. So if vice president win without his parliamentary candidate, it's like, I mean, wedding without a ring or wedding without a veil. So he need him by all means. So I think if vice president is going to take 70% as the presidential candidate, then the parliamentary candidate is going to take 70%. So they are all very okay to come out in number and give it to us for this time. But the next time, I don't think there will be any campaign, because the work will show. And next 4 years, no one is going to talk to anybody to vote for who. Dr. Mahumedu Bawumia, he is the vice president for now and will become the president, inshallah. And his number is number 1. You know, even by pointing to Allah, we point to number 1. And Allah is number 1. God moved with number 1. And that is why Allah has provided the candidate number 1. So you step to number 1 before you go to any number. So number 1 is the best number on earth and best number hereafter. So we are moving. My candidate is number 1. My parliamentary candidate is number 1. Inshallah, we are moving there. Please, when you go to the polls, the first thing in your mind from your house to move out the house is to put number 1 in your mind. When you get to the polls, number 1 first. Don't think any other number and regret. Number one is our option. Number one is the best for us, and number one can solve our problem. So vote number one, my brothers and sisters. Thank you so much.